Hey everyone, it's Tracy Martirana from Holistic Wellness with Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Last spring, so about a year ago, I wrote a blog and released a video called 5 Simple Habits to Keeping Your Home Neat and Tidy or something along those lines. I was recently talking to somebody about that who made the comment to me that the habits that I mentioned don't actually work for them because they are just a naturally messy person. And I kind of think that that's just an excuse. If you are a naturally sort of messy and disorganized person, then yeah, your house might not at any point ever be ready for a photo shoot for like Home and Gardens or Good Housekeeping or any of those magazines. But that doesn't mean that you can't still have a neat and tidy home. In fact, I would argue that the people who are naturally a little more messy or disorganized, for one, I feel like they need habits and systems to help them manage their house, possibly even more than people I would consider very neat and tidy. The problem is that probably, I would assume, a lot of people who are considered neat and tidy do these habits without even thinking about them. Where if you are someone who is less naturally neat and tidy, you might have to make more of an effort to sort of get these habits sort of part of your daily life. And I do want to address the idea of people who just aren't really bothered by neat or messy environments, because I would tell you that while you might think you're not, that you just don't care and you're happy living your life, doing your stuff, and you think, oh, like, I don't care if there's a mess. I don't care if the house is a disaster. I want to focus on my art or my kids or my work or whatever it might be. I want to tell you that there have been study after study done showing that messy environments, whether it's just clutter or whether it's actually dirt or whatever it might be, that being in a messy environment causes stress. Even if you think it doesn't, your brain sees that clutter almost as a threat, and that causes like increased cortisol level in your body, which is the stress hormone. So if you think that your environment isn't stressing you out, you're probably lying to yourself. If you didn't watch the video that I did previously a year ago on this subject, I will link it down in the description box, but I will also recap it now. And spoiler alert, none of these are life altering. None of these are huge and aha things. They are just things that some people do without thinking about it. Some people, it would never occur to them to do. And some people just have to sort of create the habit, figure out a way to remind themselves to do it. Number one was simply making your bed every day. Again, not a new one. And I know I hear people say all the time, like, what's the point of making my bed? I'm just going to mess it up again when I go to bed tonight. And yeah, that's true. But during the day, anytime you have to go into your bedroom, for one, that big mess, like the bed is usually the focal point of the room, right? That big mess in the middle of your room is now neat. You don't have to be precious about it. You don't have to do hospital corners, but just make sure the comforter is pulled up, its big wrinkles are taken out, pillows are kind of propped up, it just looks neat and tidy, will make a huge difference to how you see that room when you walk in. And also when you go to bed, you're not walking into a mess and stressing out your brain just by going to bed. You get to walk into a neat bed, fold it down, get in. I mean, doesn't that just sound nice? The second habit is simply to make kitchen cleanup and dishes part of every meal. And if you are one of those people who lets your kitchen and the dishes and everything just go on for days, stacking up, then for you, you might think, I don't have time to clean the kitchen after every meal. Who has that kind of time? But if you're doing it all the time, if it is just a part of your meal, you prep the meal, you eat the meal, you clean up after the meal, it's quick. It takes a few minutes at most. All right, maybe not at most. If I make a big dinner with lots of dishes, like lots of cooking dishes, and I mean, because I'm making lots of food dishes, at the most, it might take me 15 minutes to clean up a big mess. Most of the time when I'm cooking for just 2 to 4 people, for one, I do sort of try to clean as I cook if I have time while I'm waiting for something, and that is another habit. I clean up, but then once it's done, like rinse the dishes, put them in the dishwasher, pack up your leftovers, wash your dishes. You can leave them dry, but at least they're done. And maybe later on in the evening, you can go ahead and take care of them. Maybe not, but at least everything is picked up, and it really doesn't take a long time. But that way, your kitchen, the heart of your home, is typically at a tidy level. It gets messy when you cook, and then it's cleaned right up for whatever the next kitchen task might be. The third habit would be to schedule resets during your day. Now, if you are off working in an office somewhere or you have a job outside of the home, then obviously during the daytime hours, you don't need a reset. So you probably will have less than someone who is at home all day, whether you're home because you're retired or you're taking care of kids, whatever your lifestyle is. If you're in your home, you're messing it up throughout the day. So you need to be sure that you're also picking it up throughout the day. An easy way to do that would just be to set a timer for, like, if you're home all day, maybe right before lunch, and then maybe 3 o'clock or whenever, like, I don't know, the day is ending and we're moving into evening mode. Just a quick walk around the house, spend 5 minutes picking things up, putting them back where they belong. If you notice like a spill or something, wiping it up, just again, 5 minutes, quick reset. Another common one would be before bed. So if you're sitting in your living room watching TV, you most likely have the remote out. You might have a blanket, you might have some snacks and a glass and just whatever, maybe your laptop, whatever you are doing while you're hanging out there for the evening. Before you go to bed, take 5 minutes to walk around and put those things away. Don't just leave them there to face them in the morning. I also tend to think of, we do what I would call a daily dishwasher reset, which is simply throughout the day, we load the dishwasher, we run it when we go to bed. When we wake up in the morning, the dishwasher is full of clean dishes. So we take maybe 5 minutes. And if you think I'm lying, time yourself the next time you empty a dishwasher. I don't even think it takes 5 minutes. It's like 2 minutes. It's quick. It doesn't take long. But so you empty your dishwasher, reset the dishwasher so it's empty and ready to receive dirty dishes as they are created throughout the day, whether it's your breakfast dishes, whether you just have like snacks and glasses, whether it's your dinner dishes, and then at night, run it again. Morning, you do the reset. There are many other ways to use a reset during your day, whether it's like a transition time when the kids come home from school, take 5 minutes to go through the backpacks, put stuff away, get it cleaned out, figure out this is homework, this gets stored, needs to be signed, figure that all out. Or maybe it's when you come home from work, it's empty out your lunch bag, take care of your laptop, whatever it is you need to do, gym bag, I don't know, whatever you're bringing home with you from work. Or maybe it's just a grocery reset. You went grocery shopping, you come home, don't just empty the bags and leave them all over the kitchen. Make sure everything is put away. Obviously, the stuff in the refrigerator and the freezer, highest priority, but don't just leave things on the counter. Get them in the pantry or wherever you store your food. Make sure it's all reset. If you use the reusable bags, maybe run them back out to your car so you have them the next time. Number 4 is one we've all heard. It's don't set it down, put it away. And really, this one is important because it's very easy for some people, especially people who are naturally messy, and I feel like this is kind of why they're naturally messy, is they pick things up, anything they use or do, and they just randomly put it down with the idea, I guess, that they will come back and take care of it later, or they're not even thinking about it at all. It's just, all right, done with that. This is where I am. This is where it goes, right here where I drop it. When you do that, so even like throughout one day, wandering around your house, hanging out, if you just keep leaving things wherever you're done with them, then at the end of the day, your house is cluttered and messy. And now it's going to take you 15, 20 minutes to walk through and take care of all of that stuff from a full day of setting stuff down. If you have something in your hand that you're going to set down, oftentimes it would take you 5 seconds to maybe step to the other side of the room and put it back over here or in that cupboard or wherever it actually went. And then you don't have that buildup of stuff and you don't have the clutter. Now, I'm not saying that every 5 minutes you need to be running out to the garage to take care of something or upstairs to take care of something, because for one, that's typically not how we wander around our house. It's like my house doesn't typically get filled with stuff that really belongs in the garage. But if you do end up with things that belong upstairs that you have downstairs, you don't have to run up every time you're done with it, but maybe just set them on the stairs to batch them, right? So then the next time you go upstairs, you actually pick them up, take them with you, and put them away. And it should only be a couple of things, so it should only take a very small amount of time. And while all these first 4 habits have pretty much been about like clutter or the buildup of mess, the last one is simply about cleaning, and that is to clean on the fly. You do not have to wait until you have an hour to clean your bathroom or the kitchen or whatever it might be. If you clean like little bits and pieces as you go about your day, that adds up to a lot of cleaning, but a very small amount of time. And what I mean by this is sort of habit stack it or use like waiting time to do things. So often while I'm cooking or if I'm waiting for something to bake, I might sweep my kitchen floor. If I'm doing my dishes, like as soon as I'm done, as the water's draining, I might like just wipe down at least the cupboards that are like right here where I work that are most likely to get splashed with stuff, just a little bit. I'm not scrubbing every inch, just making sure any gook is off them. When I'm brushing my teeth, I often just kind of scrub out my sink. I will clean my shower while I'm in it. So I will take my shower and then I will clean everything and then get out, give it a good rinse. Voila, done. It took me maybe an extra minute on my shower, but it's clean. I don't have to do it all at once, just little bits here or there. When you notice something is dirty, just try to clean it then instead of waiting, thinking it has to be like one big cleaning extravaganza. So hopefully you can see how instituting these habits can help a messy person keep a clean and tidy home. It just takes a little forethought and a little sort of habit stacking. I think I said that before. That's when you kind of combine a new habit with something you already do. So that's like my cleaning the sink while I'm brushing my teeth or cleaning the shower while I'm taking a shower. You can do it along, like set a time, like when you're doing something that also means you do something else. So like for me, that's the making of the bed. I get out of bed. That means I make the bed. I don't walk away and say I'm going to come back to it in 15, 20 minutes. Just make it right then before you have to think about it. Setting timers is also always a good one if you need that reminder. Putting dates on your calendars of things that need to get done at a certain time. And just creating rules like that, cleaning the kitchen, make your meal, eat your meal, clean up after it. Just making that rule and committing to following through. And if you live with other people, getting them to follow through as well, or to at least hold you accountable for your end of it, it can make a huge difference. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to click the thumbs up, give me a like, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you next time.